How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Oh, born to battle. Hey, hey. Some just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. Hey, hey. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the angry Cowboys fan. And my apologies for not doing anything yesterday, not releasing any material. I'm going to be frank with y'all. I'm designating one day out of the week for my mental health. Wednesday is that day. So if you haven't designated a day for yourself, my advice is that you do so. You'll feel 10 times better. But all right, Cowboys Nation, yesterday was a press conference that I felt was super important to the knowledge as well as understanding of what our defense is going to look like going into the joint practice with the LA Rams and the philosophy going into the regular season. Once again, Christian Parker had a press conference to inform beat writers, talking heads, content creators, as well as the fans about the 2026 Dallas Cowboys defense. During the presser, they spoke about some particular players, but I wanted to focus on the generalized statements when it comes to the defense and how they learned the process under Christian Parker. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first question presented to Christian Parker, and I believe it's a question from Calvin Watkins.
After about 5 practices, how would you assess where your defense is right now?
I think we're embracing the play style that we want to stay with. You know, I think guys are just really trying to harp on the details and give the next level of knowledge to the defense that we're really focusing on. You know, we talk about it kind of getting your undergraduate degree in the OTAs, and now we're working towards our masters, and that's more of an accelerated program, you know, so we got to get going quick. So the guys are doing a great job.
You say it's more about the physicality, or it's just understanding what they want you to do?
Both.
You know, Cowboys Nation, that's something that I like about Christian Parker. His answers are short, sweet, to the point, and filled with knowledge and education when it comes to a football standpoint. This defense has been putting in work in order to get acclimated to the system while adapting the play style Christian Parker and I feel Brian Schottenheimer want to implement, and that's physicality and aggression with an intelligent spin on it. Running those complex pre- and post-snap adjustments is going to take every bit of football IQ that these players have, but judging from what Coach Parker said during this presser, he's serving out portions that are easy to digest and easy to compartmentalize. Now let's jump into the second question that I thought was important in the overall philosophy of this Dallas Cowboys defense and come back and talk about it. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Christian, Todd Archer with ESPN. You mentioned embracing the play style. Can you define that play style? What do you want it to be?
Yeah, I think that, you know, the first thing is we want to be detailed in our work, in our fundamentals and technique, and obviously the mastery of the scheme. But there's an element of violence and physicality that we want to play with, that we will play with. So I think it's just kind of tying all those things together in terms of knowing your job, knowing what the man next to you is doing, who are you connected to, are you on an island on that certain play, and then doing that with an attitude and the physicality required to play this game.
Now that's exactly what I want to hear, Cowboys Nation. Being sound in your fundamentals and discipline is one of the most important things you can do in football. I've been harping on development and the importance of learning and embracing the fundamentals for a few years now. I honestly feel that this has led to a couple of early exits from the playoffs for the Dallas Cowboys, especially when it came to that 49ers game that everybody wants to put on Dak Prescott. Remember Randy Gregory? If Randy Gregory wouldn't have had those costly penalties, you might have seen the different results, Cowboys Nation. But let's go ahead and jump into the third clip so we can come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas Morning News. Kind of on that note, you obviously had a lot of success with the guys in Philly, the young guys, obviously Pat Surtain in Denver. Getting these young guys ready to go quickly, what goes into that?
It's a lot. I think you want to, number one, be as detailed as you can, but also make it simplistic for them and do things in buckets so they can, compartmentalize the information that you need them to know. Everybody has learned a playbook at some point in their career, right? And some college defenses are more advanced from a sense of volume and things like that than they are in the NFL in some instances. So the difference is the level of detail. They don't have to worry about study hall and, doing those things that college students have to do anymore, if they still have to do them anyways now. But, they don't have to worry about those things. So then it's the NFL 101, as we call it. What are the rules? There's going to be a DB in every preseason game, every year, not every preseason game, but every year in the preseason. Receiver catches the ball, he doesn't get touchdown. So those NFL 101 principles, formation awareness, situational awareness, field awareness, all of those different things that it takes to play the NFL style game, you want to advance that with them so then they can play with a clear mind and focus on their detail and fundamentals schematically.
All right, shout out to Joe Hoyt with the question. And shout out to Coach Parker with the answer. This shouldn't be new to the players on the Dallas Cowboys, Cowboys Nation. There's nothing outside that's interfering like it would be in college. No studies, no tests you got to study for, no exams. The only thing that they'll have to worry about is family and all the guys on their football team. But y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Keeping it real, man. Keep it real. That's real.
First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to all the reporters, the radio personalities, content creators, and fans who are out in Oxnard filming what they can post on X. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication in chronicling this training camp this year. Hey, and if you've been to past training camps, thank you for that. As much as a lot of us want to be in Oxnard filming our own films, we lean on y'all for help in this situation. I know that there's some creators who take your work and not give you credit for it. Just know that if I repost a clip on X or if I clip some of your work, just know that I'll give credit where credit is due. So thank you for allowing us to be able to freely use your work with the only thing that you want in return is a shout out and a reference to where we got the work from. You'll get it from your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. But if somebody tells you that Coach Parker isn't a breath of fresh air to this Dallas Cowboys defense, then they'd be lying to you, Cowboys Nation. I haven't seen this type of teaching on the defensive side of the ball in the defensive coordinator role in a hot minute. It's actually refreshing to be able to see how his teaching and his mentorship can relate to the practice field and hopefully relate to game day. Every time I hear this man talk, all I can think of is that this defense is going to be in good hands. But don't get it twisted, Cowboys Nation. Don't get it twisted as me saying that we're going to go from worst to first this year. I got to keep it realistic with you. What I'm saying is that I believe that this man has what it takes to have this defense go from worse to somewhere manageable for this Dallas Cowboys team. A place that can coincide with where the offensive side of the ball can work with. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of Cowboys fans believe that the defense has to be elite in order to help the team get to a Super Bowl championship. But hey, I would beg to differ. It would be great to have a top 5 defense, but it's not required to make it to a Super Bowl. This defense has to show up in the moments which calls for them to show up. Third downs, on the road, during the playoffs, and in high-stakes situations. The way that the Dallas Cowboys acquired players in the offseason, they focused not only on aggression, but intelligence as well. That was the caveat during the draft as well as free agency, and that's starting to come to fruition during training camp. You can see it in players like Jayshon Barham, Caleb Downs, Kobe Durant, DeMarvion Overshown. This defense has to be able to learn the playbook, learn it quickly, and implement it out on the field. Watching the 11-on-11 portions in training camp, you can see the intelligence within the defensive side of the ball that's giving Dak Prescott and the offense trouble out on the field. Whether it's getting interceptions or like Maurice Leofau being able to punch the ball out. This defense looks to right the ship when it comes to bringing aggression as well as intelligence to that side of the ball this year. But there was a particular part of the press conference where Coach Parker was speaking about his additions when it comes to the position coaches on the team, and I thought that was pretty intense. It was super important, Cowboys Nation. It was about 4 minutes long, and I didn't want to clip a 4-minute long clip, but I highly advise that you go back and you watch the press conference and watch that portion of the press conference because it's highly insightful. It points out to the individual coaches that Parker has a relationship with and has brought to the team and how they aim to help the positions that they're responsible for. Every single one of them brings a teaching dynamic to the team, and they all have a similar style of teaching that will be easy for the players to compartmentalize and learn. He also spoke about having a coach like B.T. Jordan there helping with the pass rush from the edge rushers and how important he is to their development. Not only has B.T. Jordan been working with the edge rushers, he's also been out there working with the receivers when it comes to catching and securing the ball. And as I see the different clips from people from training camp, I see the fundamentals are a top priority for this Dallas Cowboys team. Like I said earlier in the video, fundamentals and discipline has been one of those things which helps this team see early exits in years prior. Whether during the regular season or in the playoffs, the teams of the past have suffered from a lack of fundamentals and a lack of discipline in the game. It's like it's expected of them to come out of college and they don't need to pay any attention to the fundamentals. You know, they're supposed to have that coming out of college. With Christian Parker as the defensive coordinator, he recognizes the same thing a number of us fans have recognized over the years. And as much as some of us fans want to say that training camp won't show us much, to me, it shows us a lot, Cowboys Nation. Understandable that they're not going to go full speed or have super impactful collisions, but if you work on it in a slower speed, you tend to have those fundamentals start to become muscle memory so that they'll work when full speed happens. As we all know, the NFL isn't like Pop Warner where players are going to be doing Oklahoma drills and hitting each other full speed. That would do nothing but hurt this team as opposed to helping this team. Believe me, I've seen ACL injuries, MCLs, PCL tears happen in real time during practice. You know, players trying to wrap up players and bring them to the ground. That is pointless during practice. Those things can be worked on with tackle dummies. It's the fundamentals of pursuit angles, breaking down, finding your lower center of gravity to where it becomes second nature just to pop somebody when the game's live. All I need to see from these guys is their intelligence and aggression hitting the gaps, taking on those double teams, bending the edge if you're an edge rusher, tracking and staying in the pocket of your assignment in coverage if you're a DB, being smart and knowing your assignment and the assignment of the player next to you. It's honestly a breath of fresh air because we're witnessing this during training camp. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Cowboys Nation. I'm excited for this season to start. I'm excited to see what this defense has in store for opposing offenses. I'm excited to see the impact that Christian Parker has on his side of the football year one. Do I expect this defense to be number one this year? No. I understand that there's going to be learning curves with some players on this team, Cowboys Nation. What I do expect is to see steps in the right direction. What I do expect is seeing a jump from being ranked 31st in the league on defense to somewhere maybe in the 20s to mid-teens. What I do expect is for this defense to be more of an asset than a hindrance to this team this year. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Cowboys Nation, what did you think about Christian Parker's press conference? What are your legitimate concerns and expectations when it comes to his side of the football this year? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comments section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video, share it with anybody that you know is a Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device and you haven't used them up yet, it's Thursday, you might have used them up, but if you didn't, make sure you hype this video. Doing so could help get the word out to Cowboys fans. They'll come over to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and want to become Angry Cowboys fans themselves. And if you are DC for life and you see something different in the preparation of this Dallas Cowboys team this year, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything from the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. Also, if you're into Madden 27, College Football 27, or Mortal Kombat talk, check out my other YouTube channel, the Angry Gaming Fan YouTube channel. I'll make sure I put the link to that as well as the gamer tag in the description. And I said Madden 27 like that because Madden 27 just came out today for them MVP guys. And you know I had to get my MVP on, so I will be making videos. But I know I'm going to have people in the comment section asking me if I've drank the Kool-Aid, and this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, meaning I'm going to support them. I'm going to root for them without caution or worry. If the desired outcome doesn't happen this year, guess what? It's wash, rinse, and repeat for next year. I'm not going to waste my time worrying when it comes to watching football because football is my escape from everyday life. Why would I add another worry that I can't control to my plate? Nah, Cowboys Nation. I'm all set with that. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Let me go sip my Kool-Aid. And I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.